Jai Hind students. Today again we will discuss about the chapter What is Government? As in our previous module we have gone through about the government, the formation of government and the different levels of government and how government works on different levels. Today we will discuss regarding the laws and the government, means how the government makes laws and how they enforce it. Now, as we all know that the government makes laws and everyone who lives in the country has to follow this. This is the only way the government can function. Just like the government has the power to make decisions, similarly, it has the power to enforce its decisions. For example, if there is a law says that all person driving a vehicle must have a license. So, any person caught driving a vehicle without a license can either be jailed or fined a large sum of money. Means anyhow that person will be punished. And why these laws are enforced? Because if government will not enforce the law, people or the public will not follow it, right? So for that only government, without doing that, the government's power to make decisions is not of much use. And even government work for justice also. For example, again we can see today if we have a simple dispute, very easily we say that we will see you in the court. Why do we say that? Because we have a faith on the justice, the judicial system of our country. And that is the reason court can give orders, and that orders should be followed by everyone, right? Now we will talk about types of government. There are different types of government, and in different types people worship in a different way. Like, there is a big question that comes in our mind always, that who gives the government this power to make decisions and to enforce the laws? The answer we get in a different way in different types of government. For example, in a democracy, if we talk about, this is the people who give the government this power. They do this through election, in which they vote the particular person and elect them. Once the person is elected, form the government. And as we know that government is a group of people, so definitely from different constituencies or from different areas of our country, the person who will stand in that election, they should be elected. So in a democracy, the government has to explain its actions and defend its decisions to the people, as government is answerable to the subject or to the people, because they are only giving that right or that power to the government. Understood? Unlike the democracy, in monarchy the system is just different. The monarch or the king or queen has the power to make decisions and run the government. The monarch may have a small group of people, those who are present in the courtyard of the monarch, as we have seen in different chapters, even in history also. You must have heard about Akbar, Birbal, different stories, and the courtyards also. So in this way, the monarch discuss any issue with a small group of people, but the final decision making power remain with the monarch only. And unlike the democracy, king or queen do not have to explain any actions or defend the decision what they take. Now, there is also aristocracy. As we know that in that aristocracy system, they generally people hold the post that is hereditary. Means if father had a good post, then just after the death of or after the retirement of the father, the son will get the same post, and that is known as hereditary, the post or the title. In dictatorship, the dictator had the absolute authority. He is not at all answerable to anyone, and he can implement any kind of rules and regulations. The Republican versus Democrats that we will discuss in our coming chapters also. Now we will see India as a democratic government. As we all know that India is a democracy, and this achievement is the result of a long and eventful struggle of the Indian people. Before independence, we did not have democracy, and it was a long struggle that we have already discussed a lot of time, that India became free, India became independent in 1947, 15th August 1947, and the democracy was implemented. Now in democracy, people have the power to elect their leaders. Means people rule themselves by participating, but people do not become the government, right? Like if we talk about the population of our country, everybody cannot rule. It's not possible. So in this way, they choose the representative, and that is why we reflect the representative democracies. In that democracy, people do not participate directly, rather they participate through election process. They select their representatives, and that representative form the government and make decisions on behalf of the people of our country. One more thing which is noticeable, that there is a term known as universal adult franchisee. In this system, all adults in our country should be allowed to vote, and all adults should have equal rights and equal duties. No one's dignity should be violated, and nobody should be discriminated just because of gender, caste, creed or social class. Unless we have universal adult franchisee, we cannot say that we are a democratic country or we have democracy. So that is the reason that we should follow the rules and regulation, and everybody, all the people of our country should have the equal rights. This is all about in this chapter. For the further queries, we will meet in our next class. Till then, goodbye. Jai Hind.